What's up, everyone? I'm Carneiro, IFBB Pro with Team Optimum, and on the first episode of Carneiro Cardio Confessions, I was telling you guys about what I do pre-cardio and pre-training sometimes, but mainly pre-cardio on an empty stomach or in the afternoons as far as supplementation goes before I jump on the treadmill. So I'm going to show you guys really quick here my combo of ingredients. The first thing I use is some hydrolyzed ultra water. It's the only water I use to blend my supplements, since it's hydrolyzed water, so it reaches my body faster, and honestly it's just a lot more refreshing than tap water. And then I add, with a measuring scoop, 10 grams of my branched chain optimum amino acids. Great things, like I said, no calories, just branched chain amino acids. Then I add 10 grams of my micronized glutamine, and the reason why it's micronized is because it, again, reaches my system quicker, so a lot better. My secret weapon here is amino energy. I add, depending on how I wake up, if I'm tired I add 6 scoops. Usually my average is 5 scoops, so I am adding today, since it is already 6 in the afternoon, and this is my second cardio session, 4 scoops. And then I just simply blend everything. Tastes great, refreshing. And then I just take my smoothie here, whatever you want to call it, with about 4 of these. 500 milligrams tapped each, so I take 4 of these pre-cardio. And like I mentioned to you guys, I do cardio at home just because it doesn't get so tedious, and I like the treadmill. So you guys can see here, that's my treadmill at the house, and I'll see you guys in a second up there in the treadmill. So right now how I made my pre-workout stuff. I know I talked about it on my first episode, but that was actually just to physically show you guys what I do before I step on here. So this is episode 2 of Carneiro Cardio Confessions, and I'm going to answer a couple of the questions that you guys answered about the first episode, in addition to a couple of other questions. One of the questions you guys asked was if this was better than HIIT, which stands for high interval intensity training. To be honest, I don't like HIIT. I tried it. It made me lose a lot of muscle mass. It wasn't my favorite type of cardio. Second of all, like I mentioned in the first episode, I like cardio sometimes to use it as a way of reflection, to think about how I'm going to plan my nutrition, my training, and my supplementation for the day, for the next day. And when I do HIIT, the only thing I can think about, honestly, is when in God is this going to end? And that's just not a good experience for me to mentally stick with. So I'm not saying it's bad, in no way. A lot of people only do HIT and it works perfectly for them, but for me, besides the reason I just mentioned, it also made me lose a lot of muscle mass. So when I talked to my coach, Alan Watkins, who actually currently right now is on muscular development, coaching Keith Williams for Cleveland, he had actually mentioned that when you go on a HIT cardio regimen, you should always eat more calories, and that makes a lot of sense. So if you are doing HIT, make sure that you are eating enough calories to support your body and not lose a lot of muscle mass. So that's the reason why I don't go with HIT. I like this cardio better, and it's up to you guys. I mean, there's so many articles that say one is better than the other one, etc., etc. But really, think about it. When have you ever guys seen Jay Cutler, Phil Heath? And I know Phil Heath because he works out at our gym. When have you seen any of these big guys sprinting as if there's a lion behind them in order to get shredded? You know, a lot of guys just lose a lot of muscle mass doing HIIT. So again, I'm not trying to say anything bad about HIT. If you do it, that's good for you, it works for you. Personally, I like my moderate intensity. It takes a little bit longer, yes, but in the long run, I want to keep my muscle mass. So that's the reason why I don't go with a HIIT. So hopefully that answers that question that many of you guys have asked me, which one is better. Secondly, a lot of you guys ask me, why do I take L-carnitine before cardio and before training and not throughout the day, like some of the products are labeled? Well, here's the reason why. L-carnitine is a non-essential amino acid, and there's been a lot of studies on carnitine, especially with increasing strength. Carnitine, for my purpose, means fat burning. So what L-carnitine does in your body is basically help the body transport the triglycerides and the fats into the cell, specifically into the mitochondria, which is an organelle of the cell, for it to be burned and used as energy. So you have a higher way of burning fat. The other question you guys asked me is, why so much branched chain amino acids and why so much glutamine? 10 grams is not that much, and like I said, the main reason I add those is for not to lose any muscle mass. So I would rather have a little bit more of something I don't need than regret it later and lose muscle mass. And branched chain amino acids are actually synthesized in the muscle tissue, not in the GI tract like other amino acids. So they're better for your muscle tissue, for recovery, and for anabolism, which is construction of muscle tissue. And then glutamine is a multi-purpose amino acid that I use for recovery, to keep muscle mass, and it's just I never take glutamine out of my diet ever, whether I'm dieting, whether I'm not dieting. I always keep it. The only way I take it out is a couple of days before I step on stage or a photo shoot, because it makes me just retain a little bit of water, just like creatine. And I always want to look my best when I'm on stage. So anything that affects me with water, I take it out. One thing actually I want to mention to you guys, and this is happening to me in my life right now, is doing cardio on an incline and back imbalances. We all have a predominant leg in our bodies. So when you put yourself on an incline, the tendency is that you want to use that leg more than the other one to push harder on the treadmill. I just checked out myself at a chiropractor. I do that as many times as I can. If you're going to stay healthy, I always say it's a healthy mind and a healthy body, but it also goes the other way around. And in order to keep your body healthy, I think it's important to get a couple of adjustments here and there. So I think it's an important component of daily lifestyle. And the chiropractor told me that I had a slight hip imbalance. And he actually asked me, which one is your predominant leg? And I said, well, it's my left, because I'm actually a lefty when I write and in my legs. And he said that's actually makes a lot of sense, because your hips are actually tilted with a higher increased angle inclination on your right side, the opposite side of my predominant leg. So I've been using my left leg a little bit more. So guys, you look good, you feel good. That doesn't mean that your body inside is as well as you look outside. So just check it out once in a while. Your health is more important than your looks. So go check yourself out at a chiropractor if you got a chance, and or go get a massage with a massage therapist. Just relax your back, and that way you can only stay healthy inside the gym, but more importantly, outside the gym. Besides that, that's all, guys. This is all for episode 2. If you guys have any questions regarding this video or the previous video, I am now attached to, these videos are connected to Cutandjacked.com, so check them out on Cutandjacked.com. They do a great job at explaining articles, interviews, and there's a lot of information there. So make sure you check out the website. Also, if you got some time, check out OptimumNutrition.com. All those products I just used at the beginning of the video, that's where I got mine from. And I forgot this one. A lot of you guys asked me about hydrolyzed ultra water, the water, and why was it beneficial. A lot of you guys are telling me it's crap, and you know, water is water. Believe it or not, water is not just water. That's why we have an evolution in water systems every freaking year, from Brita to Vita to this and that. I drink hydrolyzed ultra water because it's hydrolyzed water, meaning it's clustered, so it's higher quality in my system. It's alkalinized and pH balanced, so all the supplements that I take every single day are actually absorbed by my body better. And that's the only water I drink when I'm getting ready for a show, because I don't drink tap water. And more importantly, after a show. Why? Because after a show, I want to be able to remove all the toxins that have accumulated because of fat burners and high protein diets, and the hydrolyzed ultra water helps me remove those toxins. So, you know, if you guys are interested in, you know, going beyond the normal athlete and just having, like I always said, a healthy body, it's a healthy mind, and it projects in your body, check them out. www.hydrolyzedultra.com, and you know, try it for yourself. For Team Optimum, I am Alex Carneiro. Stay in touch on my fan page and on Cutandjacked.com. And I'm out.